All right, good morning, everyone. We can do better than that. Good morning. All right, welcome to our 25-26 Boys and Girls Fulton County Schools Basketball Media Day. I'm so proud to serve as your district athletic director. My name is Lamar Glenn. This is always one of my favorite times of the year, getting basketball season tipped off this week. It's always a great time when we're able to come together to celebrate, you marvelous student athletes, coaches, and just to celebrate your programs and the growth, to see the growth, to see the work that you guys have put in. It's always great to celebrate you all and to celebrate the fact that Fulton County Schools is one of the premier athletic programs in the state of Georgia. You can clap. You can clap. Before we tip things off today, I have some folks that I want to definitely acknowledge and recognize that's with us today. We have some board members in attendance today. We'll start with our board president, Mrs. Kristen McCabe. We have our board vice president, Mrs. Francesca Warren. We have board member, Mrs. Kimberly Dove. And we have our Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Brandon Gaskins. And I'd also like to acknowledge any other cabinet members that are in attendance with us. Also, I want to recognize our 2024-2025 state champions from last year. So if I can get the Creekside Lady Seminoles to stand. Go ahead, stand up, Coach Ellis. Yep, stand up. So proud of these young ladies, 32-0. That is an incredible feat. Looking for great things from that program as well. Definitely built on teamwork and toughness that they took it all in making. Also want to recognize the Tri-Cities Bulldogs, the boys. Coach Forks. Just showing heart and grit and leadership, showing what that looks like. Congratulations to you all again for that. But to all our coaches, athletic directors, thank you for the time that you sacrifice and take to pour into these young people, and I really appreciate what you do. And students, to you as well. Remember, your legacy isn't just measured by wins and losses. It's not measured by how many points, rebounds, or assists that you have. It's how you carry yourself on and off the court is what's going to matter. And as I always say, it's the scoreboard in life that we look to put the winning score up, and what you become in life, that says it all. And to our media partners that are here, thank you for sharing and shining light on our programs and telling stories that matter for our students. So without further ado, the 2025-2026 basketball season is here. Let's make it one to remember. We'll start our program. I'm going to have our board president, Mrs. Kristen McCabe, come up and greet you all and give some kind words.
Thank you all for being here. This is a great morning. How y'all doing? Wow, that's like low energy people. How are y'all doing? This is a big deal, right? This is the kickoff to your season. As we were just discussing, it's not just about your wins and losses, but it is about how you carry yourself through life. And I always like to think about one of our values here at Fulton County is teamwork, right? So you all can't win without your team, and so talent might fill the gym, but teamwork is the legacy. What you build together will last longer than any highlight reel. Represent your school, your teammates, and your community with pride, because greatness isn't given at Fulton County, it's grown. So I am excited to see what all of you will accomplish this season. Tri-Cities, are you going to have a repeat of state champ? And certainly Creekside, I know, is the team to watch as well. We're excited to see everyone, and good luck this season.
Thank you, Mrs. McCabe. Before we move further, there is one more person that I would love to acknowledge, and I would like for her to stand, please. Principal Freeman, would you please stand? Principal Freeman is the new principal here at Westlake High School, and I just want to thank her for her hospitality and allowing us and opening up Westlake to us. Thank you so much for being here. All right, next we're going to bring up our Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Brandon Gaskins, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. So I bring you greetings on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Mike Looney. We are wishing you a very successful winning season this basketball season. We also want to remind you of your role as student athlete and student leader. So just not a leader on the court, but a leader in the classroom, a leader in your school community. So we have 3 value words here in our district and our strategic plan, as Ms. McCabe alluded. One is teamwork, working together. The other is integrity, making sure that you do what's right and being honest about those things. And the other is accountability, just not being accountable to yourselves, but being accountable to your team community as well. So again, good luck, have a winning season. I will see you at the playoffs.
Thank you, Mr. Gaskins. I want to take a minute to introduce our guests, our special guests today. We have someone that's very special in the house. Mr. Josh J.P. Powell, who had a very, very, very distinguished career. Okay. So Mr. Powell had a very distinguished career spanning over 2 decades in professional basketball. He boasts a remarkable resume that includes 2 NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers and a EuroLeague championship with the, sorry, I don't want to mispronounce this, the Olympiacos. Okay, great. Beyond his athletic accolades, Josh exemplifies what it means to be a champion in life. Recognized with the 2025 President's Lifetime Achievement Award for his unwavering commitment to community and service, and that he inspires personal growth by sharing his journey and offering a unique, heartfelt perspective. As an author of What I Wish I Knew, he delves into the complexities of love, emphasizing the power of empathy, connection, and everyday acts of kindness. Known for his multifaceted roles as a devoted husband, father, athlete, author, and a love advocate, Josh is driven by the mission to foster meaningful relationships and promote holistic well-being. His guiding principle, if it is worth it, fight for it, epitomizes his steadfast dedication to improving relationships and cultivating resilient communities. He authentically embodies the ethos by actively contributing to others through his foundation, 21 Reasons to Give, which is devoted to aiding those facing challenges. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to bring up Mr. Powell, and we're going to bring up Westlake student Taylor Haney, and they're going to do a Q&A.
First and foremost, how's everybody doing? Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate the introduction. Before we get started, I just wanted to add a little bit because I am a Southside native. I went to Riverdale High School. I grew up in College Park, Godby Road. Proud to be sitting here in front of you, proud to be able to have the opportunity to share a little bit about myself and the things that I've been able to do throughout this journey, which is bigger than me, actually. I look at basketball as a tool, something that allows me the time and the opportunity to get into rooms like this, to be able to give back, to be able to pour back into the community, to be able to share love, to be able to show, and be an example of God's love and an example of hard work, an example of dedication, erasing all excuses and things like that. So I do appreciate you all, for allowing me this opportunity to be here. I don't take those things lightly. It is a blessing for me to be able to come back into different communities and pour into different communities. So again, I am grateful. So thank you again and good morning to everybody. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Taylor Haney, and I'm going to be asking you a few questions about your journey from high school into the NBA.
Absolutely.
So, what was your mindset like as a young player, and how did those early experiences shape the athlete you became today?
Thank you. I think first and foremost, I didn't have any expectations. I grew up, facing a ton of different challenges. I faced challenges in the classroom. I had people, from teachers, even my peers, that would challenge me or tell me that, I wasn't smart or I wasn't dedicated or all of those things. So I always faced challenges, and that was one of the things that helped me to be able to prove myself to people. But then that turned a corner, I believe, my junior year, because I stopped trying to prove myself to people and just understood that I belonged, and it became about me proving who I was to myself. That's the most important thing, because a lot of times we're so busy and caught up into trying to show everybody how good we are. You all are here because you are blessed. You all are here because you are gifted. You have an opportunity to do amazing things with the talent that you have. And for me, it gave me the chance to show myself who I am, that I do belong, and that I do have the capability to change my future, the capability to change my family's future, and hopefully make my family proud.
Next question. When it came time to choose a college, what made you decide on NC State, and how did that program help you grow on and off the court?
Great question. So a lot of things that I know us as young athletes we're going to be challenged with is, how do you properly choose the right university? When it comes to high school, and I know this is a different time that we live in now, but pretty much wherever you're zoned at is where you're going to attend. When it comes to college, for me, it was important that I wanted to be able to play. I could go anywhere and get an education, but the most important thing for me was being able to play. So my final five were Georgia Tech, Georgia, Florida, UNC, and NC State. And I chose NC State because their seniors were all power fours and centers who would be leaving, and that would give me the opportunity to come in and earn my spot to be able to play my freshman year.
What were some setbacks you experienced during your journey, and how would you say you overcame them?
Biggest setback is yourself. Doubt, getting in the way of bad habits, different things like that. Because I know that we have friends, peers, I know that we want to go out, I know we want to do other things, but when you decide to really dedicate yourself to your craft, dedicate yourself to what it is that you want to do, then that's a big turning point. At least that was for me. The people that I was around, because you have to change, your peers. You have to. It's not that they're bad people or anything like that, but you can't take everybody where you're going. And that's a big deciding factor, even some of the teammates that we have. You might wear the same jersey, but you're not going in the same direction. And we have to understand that. We have to be willing to separate, because if we're serious about what we do, it requires a ton of sacrifice. A ton of sacrifice. And if you think that you're working hard now from a high school standpoint, imagine what that looks like from a college standpoint. And then once you are able to become a professional athlete, now that's a whole different dynamic, because what you do is how you feed your family. And then you got other people that want your job. They're coming to take your spot. When I first became professional, I was a 19-year-old kid playing in a league with grown men who had wives, kids. I had none of that. And I had to change my mindset quickly, because certain things just won't be tolerated once you get to certain levels. So that's something that you got to start shaping your mind towards now. You all are in a different time in the day and age, because you got NIL. You got a lot of different things that you can put yourself into now that are shaping you right now. So it is important, you feel me, that you take the time in order to dedicate yourself, to separate yourself, because a lot of you all might be focused on this county, but there are kids all over this country. Now we have it where there are kids in other countries that are coming to take your spot. You got 14-year-olds that are way bigger, much more talented, that are coming to take your spot. And it might be all fun and games now until you get to a point where you're 16 and you're at a camp, and then you see another 16-year-old that's 7'2" and is doing the same things that Wembanyama is doing. He ain't that far. How old is everybody in here, roughly? 17, 16, right? I think Wemby just turned 21, if I'm not mistaken. He's still a kid. So these are some of the things that y'all are up against. These are some of the challenges that y'all are up against. The talent level is far. Trust me when I tell you, now you have access to your phone, so take the opportunity to study your craft in order for you to get better and figure out the things that you want to do.
Before finding your place in the NBA, you spent time playing overseas. What were the international experiences like, and what did they teach you about basketball?
That's great. My biggest lessons weren't necessarily on the court. It allowed me the opportunity to grow as a young man. Because being overseas, no matter if it was at the beginning or later on in my career, it removed me from all distractions. One of the biggest blessings I had in my life was to be able to play internationally, because it allowed me to grow. It allowed me to see who was actually in my life for me. It allowed me to see things about myself that I didn't necessarily see while I was here in America playing for NBA teams. It gave me the opportunity to really do a reset. And whether we like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there's gonna have to be a point in your life where you're gonna have to pivot and do some growing. In order for you to be your best self, in order for you to go to places that you are meant to go, you're gonna have to do some growing. And I'm also here to tell you, as a 42-year-old young man, that the growth, the journey, the work never stops, even to this day. I read my Bible, I pray, I meditate, I work out, I make sure that I'm doing everything to take care of myself to the best of my ability, eating the right way, getting the proper rest at night. How many of y'all are sleeping 8 hours a night? Raise your hand if you're getting 8 hours of rest. That's a beautiful thing. You are way ahead of the curve. And listen, you ain't lying, you ain't got to lie for me. No cap, you ain't got to do none of that for me, because you know. How many of y'all are drinking the proper amount of water every day? Don't tell that lie, young man and young ladies. Because there is a proper amount of water that you're supposed to be drinking. How many of y'all feel like you're eating as healthy as you possibly can? Not as many hands. You got muscles though, okay? Talk to me. No, I'm just playing. But no, that's good. That's good. And I think that's important as you continue to develop as young men and young women, not athletes, but just as people, because what you're doing right now will have a long-lasting effect on you way after your playing career is over with. So a lot of these things are extremely important. The discipline, the dedication, those things really do matter when you're talking about having a long career. How many in here, just by show of hands, wants to be a professional athlete? That's almost everybody in the room. How many in here want to play at least 10 years or so as a professional athlete? It's a lot of people in the room. How many of y'all are extremely dedicated and willing and determined to do whatever it takes to make that happen? Please put your hands up high. Don't be shy. And I want all the parents, I want everybody to turn and look, please. Hold our future accountable, because this is important. And as y'all seen it, right, they have set the bar and the standard for themselves on what they're willing to do in order to achieve success. You can lie to me, you can lie to your coaches, but you can't lie to yourself in regards to what you want to do and where you want to be within the next 5, 10, 15 years.
Who would you say were the mentors or teammates that had the biggest influence on your growth, and what lessons did you take from them?
That's a great question. I feel that every team, every teammate had an impact on my life throughout my journey. For my teammates at Riverdale, Chris McFarland, for an example. Chris McFarland, who was my teammate, he played varsity all 4 years. I only played varsity for 3 years. And he was who I was trying to chase. That was my motivation, because he was already setting the bar high, being that he was starting as a ninth grader, he was starting as a ninth grader, and I was playing, ninth grade and JV. And then I looked at the seniors that we had at Riverdale, from Jack Ushery to Dominique Showers, like some of those guys who motivated me to be the best version of myself. And then when I went to college, I only went to college for 2 years. But for the 2 years that I went, I'm grateful for Archie Miller and Anthony Grundy, God rest his soul. There was a ton of people, and a lot of people don't know this, but I almost quit the game of basketball when I was at NC State. And I went through a ton of challenges, because I don't think that you all understand that once you go to college, like, it's a different beast. And even though we're kids, but a lot of these coaches, right, because there's a disconnect there, they don't necessarily treat you in a manner that you might feel that you're deserving of being treated. And it was very hard for me, because I'm a kid from Atlanta. I grew up with a ton of challenges, all the things that I went through throughout my life that got me to that point. And then when you come across other human beings that may not handle you the way that you should be handled, and they're human too. No coach is perfect, you know what I'm saying? I don't take that as something that's personal, because I understand that coaches are leaders and they are here to try to help to maximize your effort, not just on the court, but I'm hoping that in the classroom or off the court as well. Your growth as a young man or a young lady. But it got really bad at NC State, and I was willing to walk away. My mother was dealing with her health. There was a ton of things that I was responsible for as a young kid, that I had to be the man in my situation. So I'm very relatable when it comes to that. Life happens to all of us. And it was very bad, and I don't forget, like my 9th grade year, I called my mom and I just told her, like, I think I'm gonna just come home and work and take care of you. And my mother cried on the phone. My mother cried on the phone and she was like, son, you've been through way too much in your life in order for you to walk away from a game that you've given so much to. And I'm grateful that my mom did that, because I almost killed my future. Then I would be up here talking to you about something totally different. And this is why it's important, right? I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. Some of y'all might not care what I have to say. I just drove here 45 minutes from where I live to come spend time with you all this morning. Some of y'all probably think you already got life figured out. That's cool. One thing I do know though is life will humble you. So when you get the opportunity, young men and young women, to have people that can come pour into you and to have people that have been somewhere that you're trying to go, don't take that lightly. Because I get it. Some of y'all probably don't care. I see you laughing. I see some of y'all on your phones. It don't even matter. That's cool. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do as a servant of the Most High, which is make sure that I give you pieces and parts of me so that you don't repeat patterns of things that I've done that have hindered my career in ways that it probably could have been better if I had somebody that poured into me the same way. I've done everything that imaginable and unimaginable in regards to my career. I've had people that's come into my life that have taken advantage of me. I've had people that have used me. I've had people that have done things to me that I hope and pray nobody has to experience. And I'm not trying to be on this horse right now, but this is a serious thing. Because I go into different rooms and I'm going into different communities. And you all are at a point now where it's like, y'all don't give a F who come in front of y'all, because, well, we done seen it before, we good. He can't tell me about me. I'm good. What he know about what's going on in 2025, I'm good. But I can tell you, because when I had coaches that had me in clubs, when I had people that had me around people that ain't had no business being around, when I was playing in tournaments throughout the weekend and partying at night and not sleeping for 4 days straight, dealing with women I ain't had no business dealing with, I'm gonna be real with y'all about that. Y'all are at an age now, y'all are dating, y'all are doing things. I just went to one of the middle schools that's not too far from around here. They're vaping in middle school, so I don't think that I'm too far off by talking to y'all and keeping it real. Now you might fake in front of your parents, you might fake in front of your coaches, bro, but you're not gonna fake in front of me. I done been there. I done had a hell of a journey, having to fit in different cultures and countries, playing by their rules. I done been to jail here and I done been to jail overseas. I got laid down with an AR to my face after a surgery. That's why I'm here, y'all. Winning the championship or two is cool. Playing in the NBA, that was cool. But I'm still alive to tell it. You got people that go to some of these places, they not here no more. So whether it's me, I'm hoping that I'm setting the tone for whoever can come in front of y'all moving forward. Please show these people the amount of respect. The same way I would ask you to show your teammate respect, your coaches, your guardians, whoever it is the person that is taking care of you. Because as much as everybody talked about being a professional athlete, man, everybody's not going to have the opportunity to make it to where they want to go. I played in the NBA. It's a brotherhood. There's billions of people that have walked this earth. In the close to 80 years of the NBA's existence, there's only been 5,000 players, and I'm one of them, sitting on this stage right now. So that should show you the hard work and dedication that it takes for you to want to be great. And to be honest, I'd rather focus on the human being than who you are as a player, because that's what's going to take you to the places that you want to go. If y'all really thinking, man, if I was a college coach and I was sitting here, right? Because right now, you feel like I may not have an effect over your life. Cool. But if I was a college coach and there were other coaches in here and they had a chance to watch some of the things that they're watching, some of y'all would get X'd off. And you'll be right there tweeting and texting your partner like, man, coaching, these folks don't fool with me. No, you did that to you. You did that to you. You gotta look yourself in the mirror. Throughout my career, I don't blame anybody but me, good or bad. You know why? Because I'm the one who decided to wake up on time or not. I'm the one who decided to get there on time or not. I'm the one who decided to show up at workouts and do the things that I was supposed to do. Y'all have no idea. Playing at the NBA level, man, you showing up to games 3 hours early. Please don't get that twisted. To play a game, you're prepping 3 to 3.5 hours before. Y'all in high school right now. Y'all might be there an hour early, you watch the girls play before, and then you get ready to do your thing afterwards, not realizing what goes into it. But when you become a pro, that's all you think about from morning till night. It's levels, people.
Last question. Looking back at your entire journey from Riverdale High to winning the NBA, what advice would you give to young athletes who are working toward their own dreams?
Great question. Great last question, too. As I was just touching on, I do feel that the most important thing is putting in the work to be the best version of yourself. That is an everyday journey that even I've said to you all, and I'll repeat again, it's something that I'm doing, working on my mental and emotional health every day, my spiritual health every day, my physical health every day, my financial health every day. That work doesn't stop. There are people that can tell how successful you are based on your work ethic, based on your character. There are people out here losing jobs based on their character. And I get it, some of y'all might not care, cool. But I'm probably sure y'all know somebody, if it ain't happened to you, that had bad body language, and then you wonder why your coach don't play you. Am I lying? Some of y'all, based on your attitudes, are receiving energy that you shouldn't be getting just because your mindset ain't right. And I understand, like, Everybody has different sets of circumstances. You have some kids that have both parents. You have some kids that have one. You have some kids that have a grandparent. You have some kids that have neither. They might be living with an older brother or sister. You got some go through abuse, some that don't, some that have a healthy, thriving family system, others that may not. But no matter what, we still get the same 24. We still have the opportunity to wake up, be blessed, and do it again. And me, as someone who has failed 1,000,000 times over, I am grateful for every day that I get because I have the chance to do something better the next day. Not only for the young men and young women in here, but I want to challenge the adults as well because we are the leaders too. So the same way you might get upset at these young men and young women because of the lack of respect that they show, just remember the example that you're showing. If you want them to get off their phones, make sure you're doing the same thing. If you want them to give you eye contact, make sure you're doing the same thing. Now, ain't nothing wrong with getting on their behinds from time to time, because that's life and it happens. But when they know that you love them and it is genuine, you got free range to do all kinds of things that are helping them to grow to be better versions of themselves. I can't say that I had that at Riverdale. That doesn't mean that I didn't have a coach or a teacher or somebody that didn't pour into me or wasn't there for me or didn't hold me down. Yes, I had that. But it was still far and few. I can't remember a time as a freshman, 10th grader, 11th grader, or a senior where somebody came and spoke to us as students or spoke to my team as a success story or anything coming up. I can't remember any of that, having that opportunity. But you all have the opportunity, and this has nothing to do with me. I think that this is a beautiful situation that you all get to have so that you can start your seasons off on a strong note this year and that you're locked in. Take advantage of every chance that you get because tomorrow is not promised. My late brother Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, everybody else that passed away, God rest their soul. Again, that man will never be able to walk his kids down the aisle. He's gonna miss a ton of moments, not just with his children, but with his wife. I talked about him earlier, Anthony Grundy. My brother will miss a ton of experiences due to an unfortunate situation that happened at a family barbecue. My other brother, Andre Emmett, will not be able to watch his babies grow because he was gunned down in front of his house. And I can give you a list of people that unfortunately will not be able to experience life because they are no longer here. I can give you some other people because of their decision making that won't be able to experience life with their families and loved ones because they're not in a position to do so. I can also give you the people, and I hope none of us become one of those people, the people who live with regret. Which is a slow death. It's nothing worse than regretting a decision or action or knowing that there are things that you could have done better to help yourself be in a better position. And I hope that you all take the opportunity each day to be the example that you need to be the representative that you need to be, because you all are leaders. You're not just leaders in your school, you're leaders in your community. You're not just leaders in your community, you're leaders for your families as well. Because I guarantee you, everybody in here phone blowing up every game day, wanting to see how practice going, wanting to check in, wanting to come support you, because you're going to be the next one to make it. So understand the power that you all have. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm gonna make sure I reach out to my brother, AJ Moyer, because I'm on his stomping grounds. Shout out to him, one of the Westlake legends, right? I got that right, man. Okay, just making sure. And it's always a pleasure to have this opportunity, like, yes. And thank you for setting this up, and thank you, young queen, for your beautiful questions, because I wanted to do something that's a lot different. I don't want to be the person that's just gonna come up here and talk for 40 minutes. Y'all gonna be asleep, I'm gonna be asleep with you. We've seen that, we've been down that road, done it. But I think it's powerful when you have one of your representatives to be able to bring forth a conversation, because more conversations need to happen. It's a beautiful way for all of us to grow and to come together. So I do appreciate this opportunity, and thank you for being a leader in this moment, and thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to come here and to be able to share.
Wow, that was a great message. Thank you, Mr. Powell, for that. Mr. Powell will be around for a little while throughout the media day. He's going to stick around, so I would advise you young people, hey, introduce yourself, get in his ear, pick his brain a little bit. A lot of experience there. All right, we'll move forward with our program. We're going to bring our teams up, boys and girls teams, up to the stage, along with coaches. Coaches, we're going to stick to 2 to 3 minutes per team, and we're going to start with the Alpharetta Raiders. So if you would come up. We have boys coach, Coach Crump, and girls coach, Coach Brunson.
All right. Good morning. My name is Jessica Brunson, head coach of the Alpharetta Girls Basketball Program. This is my second year as the head coach here. Last year was an interesting one, to say the least. At the end of our season last year, I challenged our coaches to work harder. And I think that's what we did. We got in the gym a ton with our high school athletes. We really poured into them over the spring, over these last 9 months. In addition to not just our high school athletes, we went back into the community. We reached back to our feeder program to try to develop that pipeline to help build our high school program as well. With challenging our coaches, I also challenged our players to create better work habits. And so for the last 9 months, they've been putting in that work. Some of them are still with our program. Some of them, we've lost some, and we've also gained some. With us today, we have our one of 2 seniors, Johnny Gilzine, with us. An incredible athlete, an incredible kid. She's worked really hard this summer on her skill set, but most importantly, just improving her conditioning, which we're super excited to see her play and for her to be a part of this program for her senior season. We also have with us Jada Copeland, a sophomore. She played JV for us last year, and we 100% challenged her, and she's risen to every challenge. She's consistently shown up, committed to the process of improving her skills, putting in extra reps, a lot of early morning, late nights. In addition to that, I would say the biggest thing is just her growth of her actual basketball IQ. So I'm excited for her to see the work that she's put in and get the return on all the work that she's put in since the end of last season. We have a very young team this year, but we're committed. Our kids have, I think, bought into our program, and so we're super excited for what the season has in store for us. Thank you, and go Raiders.
All right, everyone, good morning. I'm Coach Crump, and we'll be representing Alpharetta this year. And just thank you so much for the privilege of being here with everyone, and Mr. Glenn for setting this up. And I remember watching him kill it at Florida State years ago. I remember scouting Josh Powell years ago and watching his journey at NC State. And just like got to hear BJ Elder last year. Just, you really are privileged to hear so many guys with so much experience and all the things that God has done in his life and laid on his heart to share with you this morning. Really appreciate it. And those are the same things we're trying to instill for the journeys that we've had into those who are still to have them. And we just, we know that we're all privileged. And it's great to see coaching friends and other guys, and be reminded that we do get to coach and compete after all the paperwork is over and all the forms are in, because it's a lot, right? And we're excited to just get on the court and play basketball and enjoy the process of seeing a team become who they can be. That is our goal this year, is to be the toughest, most together team that we can possibly be every time we step on the court, and to chase our potential as teammates and as individuals. And with me this morning are a couple of my guys, CJ Terry. CJ is a junior. He is a two-sport athlete. Really is just so much fun to be around and so much fun to coach. He was all-region last year, and we're looking for him to have a great season, and can really just kind of do anything and everything, and does so much for us. We also have a sophomore, Miles Cromwell, who is just such a growing player, not only physically, but he has really grown in his leadership of himself, which, you know, is the hardest person to lead. And he has also grown his leadership of his teammates. He's become very, very vocal. And, you know, as teammates, you have those that talk a lot but don't say the right thing, right? And it's a challenge to talk a lot and say the right thing in the right spirit at the right time. And he's really grown a ton in those ways and just matured so much. So we're excited about him and all that he has ahead. We also have some other talented kids, especially in the sophomore class, and some upperclassmen that will lead. We're starting 3 left-handers. I don't think I've ever done that in my career. So that will be unique. And also, I've really enjoyed working with Coach Brunson and seeing the work that she and the girls have put in this year. And we're very excited about the steps they continue to take in chasing who they can be. So we're honored to be part of this county, part of the regions that we're in, and we're excited to see you guys compete and what stories you'll tell one day when it's your turn. Thank you.
All right, next we will bring up Banneker Trojans, girls coach, Coach Davis, and boys coach, Coach Enoch.
All right, good morning. Coach Davis, girls basketball coach at Banneker High School. To my right, I have Aaliyah Perkins. To her right, we have China Ball. Last year, overall, we went 9-6 in our region. We went 3-11. This year, we're trying to outgrow that number. We have several talent. The 2 young ladies that I brought with me today, Aaliyah Over the last couple of months, she put in a lot of work, dedication. She got better, got in the gym, stayed working. China Ball, she's a freshman, great IQ, just a humble kid. We love her to death. We're looking for some great things from her this upcoming season. Our team goal this year is to make the state playoffs and to make sure that our kids do what they're supposed to do academically as well, on and off the court. For you guys, we want everyone in front of us today to have a great, successful year, and good luck to you all, unless you're playing banner. All right? Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing fine. I'm a little bit different. I got the job late, so I've been here with my guys about 3 months. So we've got to know each other real well. I got my senior, Quincy Hollis, the only senior that we'll have on our team. I got my junior guard, Dominique. Our team is going to be really young. I have one senior, about 3 10th graders, and the rest juniors. But I'm going to give you a warning. You better catch me now, because later on you won't catch me, okay? And I just want to say, Josh Powell gave a great story, but for a person that witnessed it, I had a kid when I was in North Carolina that played with Josh. So what he's telling you is true. And sometimes, like I tell them, you have a blueprint for something. And when you don't use that blueprint and you're doing other things, then you're going to look back in life and say, I had an opportunity to learn from somebody that's giving me some knowledge. So no matter who's in the room, make sure you give it attention, and thank you. Have a good day.
All right, next we will bring up the Cambridge Bears. Girls coach, Coach Keys. Boys coach, Coach Aiken.
Hello, everybody. First, I'd like to say thank you to Westlake. This is already such a great event. Thank you to Josh Powell. I felt like that was a message that we all need to have at our schools. I thought that was great. So thanks to Fulton County. I'm a product of Fulton County, so really glad to be here. And thank you to my athletic director, who's back there taking pictures. No offense to anybody else's athletic director. I feel like I have the hardest working athletic director in the state, so grateful that she's here. This year, our goal and our motto is the same. Always forward is our way of thinking, so every day we're practicing, we're progressing, moving forward, trying to fulfill that potential, but also not lingering on just the results. You know, if we have a bad result, bad practice, we're trying to move forward. We're looking to improve on things that we built the last 3 years. The seniors that I brought today, they're they will be 3-year starters this year. Surprise, you're probably starting. But they've been here the last 3 years. I started with them in 8th grade, moved into the high school with them, and so they're a very special group to me, hoping that, you know, we fulfill our potential and what they can bring to the table. Today with me, I have Grace Miller. You didn't want to stand up? No? Okay, not a stander. Got all-region accolades last year. I also have Parker Pruitt, who's here. She's also a senior with all-region honors. Gabby, I don't know why I just blanked, Gabby Johnson. Gabby Johnson, two-time all-region player, our leading scorer last year, and she's committed to play lacrosse at the University of Florida. She's small in stature, very small, but she's a menace on defense, so we're lucky to have her. I also want to mention that they are leaders of a team and a program with a 95% average in the classroom, which I think is the most important thing about them. like I said, they're a very special group to me. I'm looking forward to what we can kind of put on the floor and watching them continue to grow as leaders.
Yes, I'm David Aiken, head basketball coach at Cambridge. And I would like to thank Dr. Glenn and your staff for putting this on. I know it's a lot of work. I see that you really decorated this. I'm sure you were up here at 6 a.m. doing all these balloons. Board members as well, thank you very much. And Westlake as well. I know when we host these types of things, y'all are having to do some things, so thank you. This auditorium is really nice. I mean, the board members, can we get one of these at Cambridge? I mean, this is nice up here. Wow. I'm kind of, it's already nervous. I mean, I'm in a room with all these, and I do mean this. Fulton County is really special. I think about some of the coaches and players that have come through here, and it's really humbling to be a head coach in Fulton County. I mean, I'm never going to be able to touch what Hilda has done in my career. Just being in the same room makes me nervous. I'm still nervous to talk to her. All right. But some of the other coaches in here as well, I really do mean this. I'm rooting for y'all. I really do believe we have a great nucleus of coaches in here on both sides, and I'm proud to be a part of that. And I know we go up against each other. I'm still trying to lick my wounds from when Omar beat us by about 90 in the first round of the state tournament a few years ago. I still have the Quincy kid nightmares. But anyways, I really do appreciate being here today. And Josh Powell, thank you. I didn't know whether I was supposed to say an amen or I didn't know what, I thought I was in church for a minute, and I appreciated that. So thank you for being here, and I appreciate y'all bringing them in. So apparently we're supposed to talk basketball or something while we're here. Look at these two young men. I remember these little kids when they were in the 8th grade playing feeder. They listen about as well as then, or now as they did then. So. But Christian Frazier, number 2, senior guard, he's back. 3-time starter, and then Carter Higdon is our other senior that is here today, 2-year starter. And, you know, I say this, please kind of keep this. I know there's been more successful programs than ours in this here, but I do feel like we've had a little bit of success the past couple of years, but in business or in life or in basketball for that matter, sometimes it's almost easier to get things kind of going. You got some energy. It's really difficult to sustain it. So when I go back to who's in this room and the programs that are in this room, and you think about all the success they've had, I truly have that much more of an appreciation for what you coaches have done, because it's really difficult on a year in and year out to be successful. And we hope to do that this year and continue to head in the right direction, as long as the head coach doesn't do anything stupid and call timeouts when he's not supposed to, or sub people the wrong way, because you know that's going to happen. But hopefully I can get out of the way enough to where we can win a few games, and we'll see what happens this year. I appreciate it very much, and I wish everybody the best of luck this year. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Next, we'll have the Centennial Knights. We have Coach Barksdale, boys coach, Coach Barksdale, and girls coach, Coach Smith.
Thank you. I feel like I need a step stool. Good morning, everybody. All right, first off, I want to say thank you to our district AD for putting this on. Thank you, Westlake, for having us. It's always beautiful coming to your campus. I'm a little jealous, but we'll get there. And also, I want to thank the district members for supporting our district AD. I also want to give a shout out to our AD, AD of the year for the 25 season last year. Henson, he's amazing. Since I've been on, this is my second year. And he's been awesome. He's always working, trying to outwork the coaches, and he's done a great job. I also want to give a shout out to my dream team partner, Coach Barksdale, for laying down the foundation for the last 8 years for me to come in and actually focus on coaching. I know it's hard for the girls program sometimes to sync with where the boys are going or the pace that they're going, but he's made it awesome for me to just actually focus on coaching. To my right, I have both of my seniors, Amaya White, go ahead and stand up. Shout out to Amaya White. These are also my captains. They came in my second year and they jumped in head first. I'm gonna focus more on stats, not because our stats weren't awesome. That was a joke. But I'm going to focus on our character. These two right here have been great leaders on and off the court. They're triple sport athletes. They're taking dual enrollment classes, college courses. They finished with, 3.8 last year. Jewel, stand up, Jewel Stick. Also a senior leader and captain on the court. Our focus is just to focus on our next play, right? Last year was tough, but this year we're just focusing on getting 1% better. Challenge our players to be not just players, but playmakers. Josh, we appreciate you coming out. We appreciate the message. I tell our kids all the time, it's not who you are, but it's who you're trying to become. And that just goes with hard work and dedication. And they've done just that. So thank you all, and good luck to your season, and see you on the court.
Hey everybody, Matt Barksdale, Centennial. Coming off a solid season, won a lot of games, but I think we peaked at the wrong time. Our goal this year is to be playing our best basketball in February, which we did not last year. So the goal is to just learn and grow as the season goes. I'm represented today by two of our seniors, Ford Felton and Corey Dyches. These are the only two guys returning. We graduated 8. These are our only two returning players that got playing time last year. Ford was our 6th man. Corey played a lot till he had a season-ending injury. But really excited about these two guys. We've grown a lot since this summer. I think won maybe 2 games this summer and played a lot of them. And went 6-2 in fall. And I'm just excited about their growth. I think once our execution can match how hard we're working and our intensity in practice every day, I think we can have a really good season. Thanks, y'all.
All right, next we will have Chattahoochee High School girls coach, Coach Withright, and boys coach, Coach Birdsong.
All right, good morning to you all. My name is Lorenzo Withright, and I'm the head girls basketball coach at Chattahoochee High School. First off, I want to thank Mr. Glenn for allowing us the opportunity to promote our school and our players. I want to thank Westlake for hosting this event. I know a lot of hard work going to it, so we appreciate you providing the opportunity and the space for us. I also want to thank our admin, Dr. Todd, and our AD, Coach Short, for their stellar leadership and continuous support of our program. With me today, we have 3 returning our region players. We have senior Grace Harris. And then we have 2 juniors, Brooke Dorr and Lauren Withright. Now, these three young ladies are a true example of what we strive for in our program at Chattahoochee High School. They're not just good basketball players, but they're outstanding student athletes and amazing human beings. And, you know, they're around school, they're great to be around, show good leadership in the classroom, and also on the floor for us. I think this year we're going to be relying on their leadership to push us as a group. I think we're really excited because we have a good mix of veterans and some young talent. So we're looking forward for a great season this year. So with that, I want to thank all our Fulton County coaches and good luck this season.
Hey everybody, my name is Jake Birdsong. I'm the head boys coach at Chattahoochee. First off, thank you so much Fulton County Schools for putting this event on and Westlake High School for hosting. This is an awesome event that we get to come to. Thank you so much to Chris Short, our athletic director, former basketball coach, state champion. I've learned a ton from him in the past 5 months alone, and I'm extremely thankful for his mentorship and wisdom. The part that I'm most excited about for this season is the extraordinary amount of leadership that we have on this team. And that starts with these three guys right here. I've asked a lot of our guys the past 5 months, and these three have embraced it. They've been resilient. They've shown up every day and worked their absolute butts off, and which has allowed the rest of the team to follow their lead. You know, everybody wants to have a player-led team, and that's something that I've got this season, and that's not something I've had to demand. That's just what you're going to get when you get these three guys on a team together. And so I'm extremely encouraged and thankful for their leadership that they bring to our team. I've got three seniors with me. I've got Jawan Martinez. Jawan is our point guard, our floor general, takes pride in getting everybody involved, playing together. He's committed to playing team basketball, which is going to help us a lot this season. I've got Josh Coleman. Josh takes a lot of pride in the little things that get basketball coaches excited. He loves rebounding, loves diving on the floor, getting deflections, taking charges, things like that. So he takes pride in doing the little things that it takes for a team to be successful. So we are going to really rely on Josh this year. He's also not afraid to speak up in practice. About once a practice, he has all eyes on him, and he is correcting and teaching, which I really value as well. I've also got Luke Gould. Luke is an extremely hard worker. Luke texts me about every single day and asks if he can get in the gym or what can he do better, which is just a testament to how much he values the team, how much he values being the best version of himself. And so I'm extremely thankful for Luke's commitment to being his best. As far as basketball goes, we've committed to playing together every possession on both ends, and we've committed to just trying to outwork our opponents on every single night. And so that's what we want to hang our hat on at the end of the day, and we're looking forward to a great season. Thank you.
All right, next we will bring up Creekside High School, girls coach, Coach Ellis, and boys coach, Coach Willis.
Hello, everyone. In Coach Ellis's absence, I am Coach Williams, varsity assistant, JV head coach. So I want to thank all the coaches and all the athletic directors, especially the best athletic director in the state of Georgia, Dr. Makia Troy. Hey guys, we are doubling up on the energy this year. We are anticipating a strong performance from our team. We have 4 veteran guards who bring a wealth of experience to the court. And so their leadership and their gameplay is going to be crucial as we navigate this season. As I said, we're a veteran team, So we're building on a strong foundation. Their familiarity with each other and their IQ for the game is just going to allow us the cohesion and maintain the cohesion that we have amongst each other, and to allow us to be successful this year. We are a guard-heavy team, so that allows for a fast-paced play, and so that also allows us to be flexible on offense and defense. We've been in the weight room all summer long, getting stronger and physically preparing for this season. I have with us today CeCe Dennis and JC Mitchell. CeCe's all-state top 25, nationally ranked. She's our general. She's the region player of the year, and she brings leadership to this team. She expects as much out of the girls as they expect of her. She's a role player. She gets everyone involved. You may not see a lot of points from CeCe because she allows everyone to get involved. She's a selfless player, and we're just excited to see her playing this season. Also, JC Mitchell, she has multiple D1 offers. She's a second team all-region. She guards all the best defenders on the opposing team, and we've watched her this summer, and she's gained a love for the weight room. She's stronger, and I think what JC's coming with this year will give us an edge on all of the opponents this year. So we're just excited to step up to the challenge and be successful this year. We're going to have a few more competitive games this year, but definitely more exciting games this year. Thank you.
First off, good morning. Special thanks to Dr. Glenn, special thanks to Dr. O'Walk, Dr. Troy for this opportunity. With me this morning are my captains, Amari Jackson, 2027 guard. My other captain, 2027 guard, Dalen Jones. I expect them to both be leaders on the court and off the court. As far as our team goes, we just want to be better student athletes, both on and off the court, and just also continue the standard by Creekside. With that being said, thank y'all. Good luck to all teams.
Okay, next we will have Hapeville Charter, Coach Leaks, girls coach, and Coach Carter, boys coach.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. First of all, I'm Coach Leaks. I am the first year head coach of girls basketball. I want to give a special shout out to Coach Gordon for giving me the opportunity to be the girls head coach. This year, we are revamping, rebranding, remodeling everything in the program from the top to the bottom. And it's been a great opportunity up until this point. With me today, I have Jayla Ward, sophomore, and then I have a senior, Sabria Daniels. All right, Jayla has been a sponge the last 5-6 months that I've been able to be her coach. Sabria is a cornerstone of our defense and is a rocket scientist, doctor in the making, one of the smartest people in our school, and I am blessed to have the privilege to coach both of them. Our goal this year is really going to be to lay the foundation of our program and establish ourselves as one of the best teams in the region and really just shine a new light on girls basketball at Hapeville.
Good morning. My name is Al Carter. This is my 4th year at Hateville Charter, and I would like to give a shout out to my assistant coach, Coach Mack, for coming here with me. I also would like to give a little love and honor to my Lord and Savior. Our goals this year at Hateville Charter is to be better than what we were last year, and that's the goal every year. But last year, we had cliques on the team, and when you have those cliques, although you have the talent, it's really hard to put it together. And this year's team is going to be totally different. The kids are bought in. I have Charles, who's a senior. He could have graduated. Charles could have graduated last year, but he wanted to be a student athlete, and because of that, he decided to come back to Hateville. He's carrying a 3.8 dual enrollment. I think he has one class in our building. Other than that, he's not in our building. Then I got my young gun, Premier Wade. What a name, Premier Wade. He's a freshman. I have a true point guard, and although he's small, young, skinny, he's an athlete on that court, and having a true point guard that wants to facilitate first is a beautiful thing. And so our goal is to be better, but our motto is don't let good be the enemy of being great. Don't let good be the enemy of being great. And so this year, one game at a time, one practice at a time. And I'd like to give some shout outs to people who helped me throughout my career. Coach Rogers, I was able to coach with him for a year. And I met Coach Force when he first started at Tri-Cities. And so I'm trying to model my program similar to theirs. So all I know to keep grinding, and keep grinding. Thank you.
All right, next we'll bring up Johns Creek High School. Coach Tate Leslie, girls, and Coach Burnett, boys.
If you can hear my voice, can you clap one time? If you love basketball, can you clap 2 times? And if you're gonna be the best version of yourself as a player and a coach, can you bring it? Stand up, come on. We're the A team, everybody get up. Everybody get up, please, 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 please. Stand up. My Apple Watch said that it was time for us to stand because we've been sitting for too long. Can I get you guys to show me again that you really mean that you're going to be the best version of yourself as a player and a coach? Bring it. Thank you. You can sit down. I totally just embarrassed myself, but I totally told my players I was going to do that before I got up here. My name is Regina Tate Leslie, affectionately known as TL at Johns Creek, and I'm entering my 3rd year at the helm of the girls basketball program. First, I want to thank you for having this. This is a great program to have. And I want to thank you, Josh. I don't know you, but I appreciate your authenticity, how raw you were, and I hope that everyone took to heart what you said. Not everyone in here wants to be a professional athlete. A lot of us are just in it because we love it. We want to be around our friends. And there's just a desire to be a part of a team. And being a part of a team is wonderful for basketball. You have teammates that can go on to be your sisters. You have teammates that can go on to be your brothers. You have teammates that after you've left the game, you can rely on. And that's why I'm in it. I'm in it for more than just the wins and the losses. I'm in it to develop young women, to help them to grow, and to help them to be better people. At Johns Creek, it's been rough, to be perfectly honest. Building a culture is not easy. For those coaches and my colleagues and my friends out there, you know what it's like to be on the grounds and boots on the ground, really, really working hard, staying up late, putting together practice plans, trying to figure out the motivation of your players. I came in with a culture that was based on my values, but I've learned in the last couple of years that I needed to learn what they valued. So this weekend we had our retreat, and they came up with a theme that's not my theme, but their mission for the year. This year, they want to be all heart, one voice, and win together. We're going to focus on the process and not the outcome. I brought with me today our senior who's been a varsity player for the last 4 years, Grace Landeck, and a junior who came in with me, Emily Jackson. The time is now for Johns Creek girls basketball. The time is now for us to embrace who we are, to work hard, to be passionate, to lay aside any and all things that don't have anything to do with us just getting better. We're gonna focus on the little things, we're gonna focus on the process, and we're gonna try to compete every game. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Tanner Burnett. I'm the boys coach at Johns Creek High School. I want to start by thanking Dr. Glenn and Westlake for having us all here today. With me, I have Thomas Landeck, Tatum Holmes, Ben Uday, and Christian Cooper, who was a second team All-Region his sophomore year. We have a pretty senior heavy team. We got 8 seniors this year, and we're returning 10 guys from our team last year. But these are really our guys who kind of make our team go. We're going to be really relying on them for just really doing everything, leading our team, scoring, rebounding, defense, all that. And we're just looking to be competitive in our region, make it to the state, and get better every day. Thank you.
All right, next we'll bring up Coach Trice, girls coach Langston Hughes, and boys coach Coach Montgomery.
Hello, how's everybody doing? All right, so I'm Coach Trice, the head girls coach at Langston Hughes High School. I want to thank y'all for coming out. Thank our supporters here, the board members, also my wonderful AD, Mr. Willie Cannon, Mr. Lamar Glenn, of course my assistant coach, Ms. Brittany Mitchell. So let's see, I'm gonna start off with talking about the girls. First we have up Ms. Carell Green. All right, Ms. Kyla Ray Johnson. All right, Ms. Judea Betty. BB. All right, so, I mean, just piggybacking off what everybody else has said, man, they want to come out, play hard, you know, achieve the most they can out of their student athletes. And I think we're in the same boat, man, no matter what the outcomes are, you know, continuing to push forward. As long as you have another game, you have opportunity to, you know, improve, get better, and also, you know, win the last game. You know, that's the most important thing. You know, so that's our goal every year, is to win the last game and do whatever it takes to get there. These 3 young ladies are continuing to put in the work for us to have opportunity to do that. And, you know, I'm proud of them already. You know what I'm saying? These young ladies have, you know, the thing of having a successful program, man, is the roles change every year, right? These young ladies are expected to do so much more year in and year out. And I'm proud of them for making that jump and continuing to make that jump. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Elliot Montgomery, My name's Elliot Montgomery. I am the boys basketball coach at Langston Hughes. I love how you guys decorated the balloons. Somebody knows what I'm talking about here. I know I do appreciate it. It looks beautiful in the blue building. Y'all did a great job. Young man, you did an awesome job speaking to our athletes. Many people do not know what we deal with on a daily basis. Many people have dreams and aspirations of going to the league and playing Division I basketball and getting NIL deals, but you're absolutely right. What we do to our body and who we are as people matters. And I would like to tell you thank you, okay? I'd also like to thank my awesome AD for allowing me to have this opportunity. You guys, if you don't know, I've been here, this is my 2nd year at Langston Hughes. I also got to thank Clay Crump. Clay Crump hired me when I came to Georgia to coach high school basketball. 2013, we were blessed to win a state championship, and Clay, I will forever be grateful, and I tell you thank you again, okay, as I said over there earlier. But this is a great opportunity. You guys have done a great job. Again, I told you I love the decorations. You brought a professional in to speak to our kids, and that speaks volumes for what we're able to do. I know we're here to introduce. I told my kids, if you do not text me your names, they didn't text me their names. I don't remember their names. I told them I wouldn't remember. But I think one of them's name's Andre, and I'd like to look at him, and he stood up. Jernigan. Great kid, has a great opportunity to play basketball at the next level, and he can definitely put the ball in the hole. We have Addison Dyer, another great kid. If you don't know, Addison was there last year, and they gave me, it was tough. It was tough. They ran me through the ringer. They were so in love with their old coach that they let me know they were in love with their old coach, and it was tough, but we had a lot of fun towards the end. And so, again, you guys, this is a great event. You guys have done a great job. It's amazing. I'm in a room right now with 3 people who put the beating on me. Rogers is the legend. Buck put it on me in my own gym. You don't lose in your own gym. Rogers put it on me in my own gym, and he doesn't want me to say anything. He beat me in the state championship, but I am so forever grateful. You guys do not know to be here, and I'd like to say thank you, and Cannon again, thank you again for the opportunity that you bless us with. Go Panthers, and y'all keep looking good in that green. Let's go.
All right, next we have the Milton Eagles, Coach Cooper, girls, and assistant coach, Ryan Kudell, boys.
Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for having us. What a great event this morning. So first, I'll introduce myself. I'm Tristan Cooper. This is my first year as a head coach. So I'm very excited to be taking over the helm at Milton High School. We got a great program. The girls have been tremendous. Their work ethic, their leadership, I can't say enough about them. I'll go ahead and introduce them first. First, I have David Davis. She is a returning junior. And Caroline Young, she is a senior for us here this year. Both were very important pieces of the Final Four run from the previous year. So I expect a lot of great things to come out of them this year. But yes, Final Four run last year. I know there's a lot of high expectations as we move into this year. But the one thing that I can say most about this program so far, about these two specifically, they've been tremendous leaders on and off the floor. I mean, just tremendous. The one thing I always say is player-led teams often find more success than just coach-led teams. Well, I think with their leadership and their ability to get their teammates to play with each other, I think we can achieve that success. But our focus and our goal for the year is to always maximize the potential of our unit and our team. That's the goal each and every year, and we're just going to focus on the daily grind, how we approach practice, and how we execute each and every day. So that's all I've got. Thank you, sir.
Ryan Cadell. I'm the assistant boys coach for Milton High School. Coach Whitehart had a family obligation that didn't allow him to be here, so he asked me to sit in. I've been with him for 8 years, and he's done a heck of a job of building our program. We're really excited for this year. Today, we've got 2 of our juniors with the most experience coming back. Junior Nico Bratton, who had a great season for us last year, and then spring and summer and fall, and then junior Tate Golden. These are 2 guys we're looking for to a lot of leadership on and off the floor. They've done a great job so far setting the tone in practice, setting the expectations of how hard we work and how hard we got to play, and the attention to detail that Coach Whitehart really prides himself on being the foundation of our program. So we're really looking forward to it. We're younger than we've ever been since Coach Whitehart's been there, but we've got a great group of coachable kids that are really interested in learning and working hard and building the program the right way. So we're really excited for this season and have high goals to see if this team can get the most out of their potential. So we'll see what happens. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we'll have North Springs High School, Coach Pruitt for the girls and Coach Brown for the boys.
Good morning. My name's Emily Pruitt. I'm the coach of the girls program at North Springs. This will be my 3rd year moving into head coach at North Springs, and since I have been at North Springs, the girls have tripled their wins, which is really awesome, and it has everything to do with these 2 girls. Layla Modesto and Alana Moran are both 3-sport seniors for me, and they also were freshmen when I first started coaching, so they're super special to me, and we're just looking forward to the season. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Jeff Brown. I'm the coach of North Springs. First of all, I just wanted to shout out, I'll never go with these things. Hey, I wanted to shout out Coach Glenn, Coach Parker. This is, very rarely can you say that at your school district's media day that you have an NBA player, let alone such a gifted speaker. So I really appreciate that. This is my 2nd year at North Springs. Last year, we lost our first 10 games, first year as a head coach. Pretty rough start, but again, it's all about how you're playing at the end of the season. We were able to finish the season 10-5 and make a run. We were just 1 shot short, 2 threes rimmed out at the buzzer to extend our season and make the state tournament. We graduated 9 guys from that team, and when I was thinking about 2 guys who I wanted to come and represent our program, it was a very easy choice. First, Brian Marks. So Brian is a junior. He's our point guard. I play him off the ball as well. Very hardworking kid. He went from not playing on the varsity team as a freshman to starting the back half of the season as a sophomore. And I'm really excited about the progress that he's making and that I get to coach him every day. Very smart kid, too, off the court. Second, we have Cameron Daly. So Cam didn't really play a lot as a junior. But if you know anything about Cam, this kid lives in the gym. He's the reason why I've had to replace the nets a couple times this summer. This kid loves to shoot the basketball. He loves to get on the shooting gun. And if I walk up on him, he's got his phone out. He's watching a basketball game from like 2018 NCAA tournament, watching Duke with John Shire play or something. Asking me questions about who's playing, what's the scenario, right? Always, he's a real student of the game. I got on him last practice, and I kind of ended it, tried to build him up by saying, you don't realize this, but you're going to be a basketball coach at some point. So I need you to be my leader on the court. And that's kind of what really emerged, his shooting and his ability to score the ball aside. What emerged this summer was his leadership qualities, and that's really starting to pan out. Somebody who's not really played his junior year, getting a couple scholarship offers for the summer going into his senior year. So I'm really proud of Cam and all the progress he's made being the coach on the court. Our team outlook, though, like I said, we graduated 9 people. Kind of a rebuilding year on the surface, but this team is very young. Aside from Cameron, we've got mostly sophomores and juniors who are going to be playing. We want to be playing our best basketball by the end of the year. I say that's all through having kind of preached 2 things: NBA, meaning next best action. So when you mess up, it's not like football where you got to go to the sideline and talk for 5 minutes about what went wrong, right? If you mess up, go down on the court, take the ball back, erase your mistake. The other one is earn, not given. Just like approaching every day, each rep, getting that 1% better every day and stacking wins and stacking good days. Good luck to everybody here, and I really appreciate everyone's time.
right, next we will have Northview boys, Coach Raleigh.
Thank you, Dr. Glenn, for having us here. Thank you to Westlake High School for hosting. I didn't know if I'd get nostalgic or not, but I got an extra minute or so, so I'm going to say my heart still belongs to Creekside. I coached there in the 90s and 2000s, and one of our best players, Makia Troy, back there on the girls varsity team, had the luxury, the fortune to watch a state championship team in her own gym. So I got to say to the Creekside girls, thank you for winning one for one of my favorite players at Creekside of all time. For our boys team this year at Northview, we had a tough year because they're doing construction in the building, so we couldn't get in our gym, so we had to ask around and borrow some gyms from other places. But what came out of that was camaraderie between the groups of guys that we've got on those teams. We graduated a ton of seniors, so a whole bunch of guys came together over the summer. We went to a couple of different colleges for some camps. We bonded over not being able to have a home base, so it kind of worked out for us. So these two guys are the leaders of our team. First of all, Caleb Tyson. Caleb is our senior leader who is quiet and mild-mannered, but when he gets on the court, he's the gentle giant until that ball's in his hand, and then he has learned to play tough and be aggressive, and he leads the team through example, quiet leadership, and doing his best every day to get better and to improve. Caleb is a good role model for the younger kids for how to handle themselves and how to get after it when they're on the court. Ethan Toussaint. Ethan is our vocal leader on the team. He's also the Energizer Bunny that always keeps everybody else energized and motivated and getting after it and paying attention and listening to coaches, and he's a coach on the court. He actually does remind me a little bit of Makia on the court, with knowing everything that we're doing and what's going on around on the floor, comes over and gives suggestions to coaches, much like she did back in the day with Coach Wheeler and Coach Bridges. But that's what he provides and offers, is somebody else on the court that can relay to them what the coaches are trying to say when our communication doesn't quite come across sometime. So first of all, thank you very much for having us here. Thank you for having our probably the greatest guest speaker that I've heard in a long time at any of these events. Can't say enough about it. I hope you guys appreciated that. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right, next we will have the Riverwood Raiders, Coach Ladson, girls, and Coach Jenkins, boys.
All right. So I am Coach Elisa Ladson. They call me Coach E. I just want to thank Westlake, Fulton County, AD, our new AD, Grayback. I'm not sure where he is, but he was here. Oh, there he is. See you in the back. Also, I want to give a special thank you to Coach Buck over there. So while this is my first year as head coach for basketball, I have been at Riverwood. This is now my third year, but I'm also the head volleyball coach. So while I was doing all of that volleyball, Coach Buck prepped and got everything ready for us. So I did want to let him know I appreciate him and for letting me annoy him every second of the day. But I brought today my freshman Giselle Lestage and sophomore Lane Owens. Brought these two because although I was not head coach last year, they did not graduate any seniors. So I've got a very, very, very young team. And so found out over the summer when we all came in June, every day just grinding in the hot summer here in Georgia, found out I'm not gonna have someone that's gonna score 20, 30 plus points per game. We found that out, and we understand that as a team, everybody is just willing to do their job, and they're going to do their job individually. So our motto kind of over the summer, at the end of every practice, we will always break it down just to say sometimes me, sometimes you, but it's always gonna be us. So looking forward to what us
what these Riverwood Raiders, these Lady Raiders have to bring. So I'm excited for the season, and good luck, everybody.
Good morning. Glad that you guys have us out today. Thank you, Coach, for putting this together. I'm Buck Jenkins. I'm the head boys coach at Riverwood. This is year 15 for me as the head coach at Riverwood. So being able to come into a room and seeing a lot of people, a lot of familiar faces, coaches that I've had a chance to compete against over the years is always special. This year for us, we're looking forward to a rebuild year. We had an opportunity last year to have a target on our backs, and it was an incredible journey to do that. But we this year we don't have a target, so we're looking to sneak up on some people and put some wins together. I think we're going to have a very competitive team this year, a team that a lot of folks might not talk about because of the success we've had in the past. But I really do believe that this year we're going to have a team that surprises a lot of folks when we start playing. I brought a couple of guys with me today. Miles Nobles. Miles is a returning junior for us. He was an all-region player last year. Shoots the ball incredibly well. He's a guy who's stepping into the forefront of leadership for us this year. So looking forward to see what he does with that opportunity. And then we brought the big fella, Elijah Reese. Elijah's been a four-year player for us. He's kind of waited in the wings for his opportunity to show what he's got. I think this year he's going to surprise a lot of folks and step into his moment to have success. But again, I just want to thank everybody for showing up today, and go Raiders.
All right, next we will have the Roswell Hornets, girls coach, Coach Moore, and boys coach, Coach Phillips.
Good morning. I'm Coach Moore. Last season, we met a lot of goals. We achieved a lot of things. We improved drastically from year one. And this year, we're trying to make sure that we don't get complacent and just assume that things are. So we're going to continue to work hard and build on those goals. To my right, I have junior guard Livy Harrison and junior forward Caitlin Lumpston. By far, they are the heart and soul of this team, more than just taking shots and scoring a bunch of points. They lead on the floor by example. They lead off the court by example. Both are principal list honor roll students. I don't even know their GPA, I just know it's really high. So they do everything that we want our program to be about, and that's why they're here today. Thank you.
My name is Ty Phillips. I'm the boys coach at Roswell. I want to thank Mr. Glenn for having us and Westlake for hosting. The first thing I noticed when I walked in was all the green, white, and gold balloons. And I thought if we were at Roswell, that'd be like seeing red and white all over the place. So I noticed that. Really enjoyed getting to hear Josh Powell speak and the message he delivered, a lot of wisdom and experience in that. I'm old enough that when Josh was a junior, we were reminiscing at Riverdale, and he was a problem, let me tell you. He could really rebound, finish around the rim. One of the other guys he mentioned, Chris McFarland, was a 6'7" guard. They were absolutely stacked. So now it really makes me feel old to see him as a father and get to kind of reminisce a little bit. This is my 19th year at Roswell. If you add in a little bit of college and some AAU, it's my 34th year of coaching basketball, and still absolutely enjoying it. I think the longer you do this, practices are every bit as much fun to me now as games, and just being in the gym and doing development with kids. And we're lucky to have two young men representing us today. First, you see Will Vogler, who's a junior. Second is Trey Phillips, who's also a junior. And this is emblematic of the fact that we will be young again, but we are not inexperienced. These two guys are entering their third varsity season. They both started last year. Will averaged 7 a game and has had a really nice offseason, provides a lot of perimeter scoring and ball handling. Trey was 19 a game last year, playing through a broken nose, that really expecting big things there, and also plays the perimeter. So I think in high school basketball, when you got guys with some experience that can handle the basketball, you got a better chance to be successful. So really excited. Also want to thank our AD, Coach Suter, who is easily, in my time, 22 years as a head coach, the best AD I've worked for. He is fantastic. He provides things, does little things for our student athletes and our coaches. Also want to shout out our football team. We are currently about to make a run to state playoffs. It'd be awesome if we got to see Langston down the line, I think, as both programs are doing outstanding. So as an assistant AD, I've had a lot of fun working those games and seeing those guys, and really excited to get our football guys out, but probably going to be a while for us at Roswell. Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, next we'll have Tri-Cities Bulldogs, girls coach, Coach Grooms, and boys coach, Coach Forbes.
Good morning. Second to last, but not least, I'm going to suggest to Lamar for next year that we go from the bottom to the top instead of the top to the bottom. But I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy for the basketball season to start and get underway. The girls work hard. Whenever I ask them to, whatever I want them to do, they do it. This season, I have 2 seniors with me, my only 2 seniors that are the leaders on the team. They kind of run everything for me and help me out. Miss Alicia Bandelay. She's coming back. She's a 2-time All-Region player. And then I also have Miss Faith Scruggs. A lot of things that Miss Faith does on the court doesn't always show up in the stat sheet or in the book, but her presence is known. Last year I went on a 21-6 record season. We finished second in our region behind Woodward, a powerhouse. I plan on this season doing much more and much better things like everyone else in the room. In order to do that, I always instill in my girls that it's not always about basketball, because at some point the ball will stop bouncing. It's about your character, what it is you learn on the way, and always respect yourself and others. And at the end of every practice and every game, we always end with these 3 things. It always takes hard work, dedication, and we're all a family. Thanks.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Omari Forts. I'd like to thank the Westlake administrative staff for putting this wonderful event together, Mr. Glenn, and any administrators that are here. This is my 20th year at Tri-Cities High School, and today with me, I have Trey Keith, Jr., and Senior Jalen Winfield. Our goals for this year are simply to just be the best that we can be one day at a time. Each of them has a lot of opportunity. I want to spend my time showcasing them. Trey Keith, Jr. has already scored 1,000 points as a rising junior. He's currently being recruited at a very high level. Some of his offers include Georgia Tech, Cincinnati, Florida State, South Florida, Virginia Tech, several others that I forget. But the one that I was most proud of that came through the school this year, he doesn't know this yet, but Yale. Yale came through Tri-Cities to speak to Trey and show him a presentation as to why he should consider Yale as a student athlete. He's a dual enrolled student as a junior, which I'm very impressed with. I also want to say thank you to his mother, who is sitting here today, for all that she's done to support our program. He just returned from Colorado competing for the USA national team. So congratulations, Trey. Look forward to great things from you this year. And then our senior, Jalen Wingfield, recently committed to Georgia Tech University. He had a litmus of opportunity and offers that he considered as well. Jalen, I want to challenge you again to continue to represent who you are, your family. Understand that everywhere you go, you have a brand and you are a reflection of not just yourself, but everything Tri-Cities High School represents. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to say a special thanks to my wife sitting up top, who teaches at Westlake High School. Love you, baby. Go Bulldogs.
All right, last but not least, we will have the host and hostess. We'll have Coach Hankerson for the girls and Coach Rogers for the boys.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank Coach Glenn for hosting a beautiful program this morning, and to my principal, welcome to high school. This is what we do. And we're so thankful to have everyone to come to our house for this blessed day. Right now, I have to introduce Kennedy. Kennedy's one of our seniors and one of our young ladies who's been on the varsity team for 4 years. We've been blessed to have her step into the role as a captain. Every now and then, as a head coach, you select a captain, someone who you feel could lead the team. And Kennedy just stepped up, jumped on the role. She does the things almost like an assistant coach at times. I am so excited to have her and for the girls to have someone like this to be a part of their legacy. Thank you, Kennedy. Next, we have Trinity. Trinity is one of our, she will be our starting point guard this season. I saw her at the middle school at Sandtown when she was a young baby, and I talked to the coach back then, and I said, well, how long has she been playing? And when she was telling me a little bit about her history, I said, that one right there is going to be a really good asset in high school. And she will be our starting point guard as a sophomore this season, and we're looking for some great leadership from Trinity. I would also like to congratulate the Creekside girls basketball team. We know we go way back competing against Creekside because we're on the south side of town. And it's always good to see when a championship is brought back to the state by Fulton County. Thank you, Creekside. And we do want you to realize that the Westlake program, Coach Rogers and I, you know, we are the longest reigning coaches, I do believe, in Fulton County. We've been here about 30 years or so. And we're excited to coach the program again this season. Our goal this year is to compete for the region championship and to place in the state, if not win. Our goal is always to try and win the state championship. We do have 4 consecutive and a Geico national championship. And the girls sometimes look at that and fear being competitive. I think we have the group this year that don't mind fighting and to compete to show that we are capable of doing just a little bit better. We have been blessed to be in every state playoff except for 2 since 1996. So we are proud to present to you our new season athletes for Westlake High School.
Good afternoon. is great to be here. I want to thank Fulton County for having such an awesome media day. I want to thank our principal for being here. I also want to thank our great and hard-working AD for all that he's done to make this an awesome event. I also want to thank Dr. Glenn for all you've done also. And I also want to thank all coaches who are here representing your schools. Coaching is not easy. It's a tough run. If you're working as hard as the Westlake is working, we've started 2 weeks after the season was over last year. And we've been working immensely hard every single day. Now I want to introduce some players on the team. And we'll start with Joshua Anderson. He's a sophomore. Josh is, and I'm proud to say, all three athletes, but we'll start with Josh, are math science magnet students. Josh has a 3.6, 3.7 GPA, and he's one of our best players, one of our best shooters on the team, and we look forward to him being successful this year. Our next athlete is Mr. Westlake, voted by our players and coaches, Johnson Besong. Johnson Besong is also math science magnet IB student with a 4-point GPA. Is one of our leaders and one of our starters on our team as a guard. And we look for him to do outstanding things this year. Thank you. Our next athlete is Marcus Bowden. Marcus is a two-sport athlete. He's actually running cross country. He's come back and improved more than any other player on the team. Marcus is also math science magnet IB student with a 3.9 GPA. So I am very proud of Westlake and the Westlake students in that they are true student athletes in the classroom and on the court. This year, we're kind of young, but we're going to be very competitive. We look forward to defending our region championship from last year. A lot of people think we're down, but we're going to surprise a lot of folk. And we just look forward to this season. We look forward to the challenge. And we want to cheer on every coach, every student athlete that is here today. And we look forward to competing against you. And we hope that you all have a great season. I do want to say just a couple of things about Josh. He did mention A.J. Moyer, and I'm pretty sure he played against him in his years. But A.J. Moyer was also a math science magnet student, straight A's, and went on to Indiana University. And we're just proud of all of our athletes in Fulton County. And we want to thank everyone who was involved in the media day. And I think y'all did say the best for last, which is Westlake High School. Thank you all, and welcome to Westlake.
All right. Well, thank you guys for a magnificent morning. Again, players and coaches, I hope you soak in those words from Mr. Powell and just soak in this moment. I hope this is one of those moments that you won't forget, that you'll remember, that will be a lasting memory for you. In closing, again, I want to thank our board members for being in attendance. I want to thank Principal Freeman and A.D. Parker for hosting us today and really decorating and doing this thing up. But before we go, just a couple housekeeping things, just a couple requests. I would like for us to get players before you leave. I would like to get a nice group picture with Josh Powell up here on stage and with everybody. And then I would like for ADs and coaches to get a group picture with Mr. Powell as well, and our dignitaries, Ms. Warren and Mrs. Dove. So if you could just make your way up front. We will do players first, a photo with players and Mr. Powell first, and we're going to move this stuff off the stage. But again, thank you everybody for being here, and wish everybody a safe and great day.